Hello, welcome back to the Mobile Motorbike Mechanic channel. I'm Steve, and today we're off to Nuneaton in Warwickshire to look at a Honda Hornet 600. Customer states that once the bike's hot, it just keeps cutting out with traffic lights. So yeah, so we'll see you when we get there. Okay, so here we are, no, sorry, not CBR, CB600F, so the Honda Hornet. So the customer's got the problem with it is when he starts it up, it'll run fine, but then just gradually gets slower and slower and slower and cuts out. So we're just going to have a look at balancing the carbs on this and setting the idle speed control on this one. So first things first, we'll get the seat off, we'll get the tank off, and then that will get us access to the carbs. Yeah. Now, can we reach around the back yet? Oh, just about. Ow, 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 ow. That, way up. Right. Blocks of wood, handy. Much better than bits of metal. Just trying to get the vacuum control off the tap here, off the fuel tap. A little bit awkward to get to. Around the back here. There we go, that's that done. Undone the fuel gauge, or the fuel light I should say. It should, he says it should just come off. There we go. Popping over there for safekeeping. Right, so we're into the carburetors now. So what we need to do is find the vacuum ports. Ah, here's one. Right, so that'll be a vacuum port that we can use for number 2 throttle. That's a vacuum port there for number 1. So we just need to find 2 and 3. 3 and 4. Looks like a drain off the fuel tank. Get rid of that. Right, where are we? Where are we? Customer's very nicely warmed the bike up for us, but everything's bloody hot now. Right, so we've got a vacuum port. Christ, I don't even know if you can see it in there. If you go down from there, there's a vacuum port. So that's number 4. Number 3. Bloody hell. These are a right pain to get to. Is that number 3 or is that something else? Okay, so what we've found is this is the what's it? This is a little link pipe for the vacuum. So on links number 3 and number 2 carburetors together, and this was just hanging off. So if you have a look in here, you can see, I'll take that connector off, get rid of that in a minute. If you have a look in here, you can see there's a little T-junction, and this was hanging off. So this was just sucking air in off that connector there. So everything's really hot and I'm burning myself. But it was off that connector there. So that wasn't connected. So that was unconnected, and as you can see, it's all split and horrible on both ends. So what we'll do is we'll get a new piece of pipe and we'll change that out. So that will get rid of that air leak. And then whilst we're in here doing that, we can balance the carbs off these bits of tube. Yeah, it looks like someone's been in here and done something. Okay, cool. Well, at least we now started to find potential problems. Yeah, look at that. If you come in here and have a look at this tube as well, this is the next piece of tube down the line, as it were. And you see it's split right across. So we'll have to replace that as well. So as suspected, air leaks, but also not just air leaks, but we've got ruptured tubes. So we'll get it all replaced. Oh my god, there's another T-junction in there. That's behind the... Oh, okay. So it goes up to here. So we'll get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go. Right, so that was onto carburetor number 3. And as you can see, that's all split. See, it's all split. Then it was teed off, came across to that split there, and that went over to carburetor number 2. That went up to this emission control valve, and then that went to the back of the fuel tap. So we'll get all of that replaced, because look, they're all perished, they're all split. It's all going to be creating vacuum leaks. So we'll get all of that lot replaced. So we're on to 1, 2. Oh, and while we're there, we can also get onto number 4. There's, ow, it's hot. There we go. There's the cap for number 4, and surprise, surprise, that's split as well. In fact, it split so much, I've left half of it on there. Oh, that's going to be fun. Getting the rest of that off. Ow, ow, ow. Get another pair of pliers. That's really out. Might have to give it 10 minutes and let it cool down, but there we go. That's the remains of the cap. So we've got the remains of the cap, and then all of those hoses are perished. So yeah, at least we can get in there now. So we'll get the vacuum gauges connected up onto these 4. We'll get an auxiliary fuel tank connected up. We'll have to blank off a couple of bits and pieces, but we can get that sorted out. And then we'll fire the bike up and see where the balance of the carburetors is at. It's probably all over the place. Let's get a little pot for these pieces so we don't lose anything. Right, so we just need an adapter for in there. Right, so if you have a look in underneath the carburetors, there are 3 tubes. Oh damn it, I'm just falling off. I've got to go in there again. This is where it gets hot. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Right, so those 3 are connected. You just look here. See these little brass takeoffs? So they're all factory. So you just connect all to those, and then the last one is a little blanking screw that you take out. Whoa, shit. So the last one's a little blanking screw that you take out, and you get your suitable adapter. I don't know if it's this one or the one next one down. Next one down. That one. That one should do it. No. Use one of these then. Soldier. There we go. Hey. So just chuck the adapter in. And then you can connect your gauge. And that's it. So now the gauges are fitted. What we can do is we'll connect a test tank to the bike, to the fuel supply. And we'll connect that up, start the bike up, and we'll see what the balance of the bike, what the e-carburetors is like. Auxiliary fuel test tank. Right, so there we go, all the gauges are connected, we're in there. I'm just going to swap those around so you can see them a little bit more easily. Keys, let's go for a start. Okay, not that bad. So the balance of the carburetors isn't actually that bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wind up the tick over to get it back onto the main jets rather than the pilot jets, and we'll have a look to see what's doing. Bike's already warm because the customer's taken it out for a run. It's actually running already a lot better because I think of those vacuum leaks that we had. So it's not cutting out when it comes back down off rev. But anyway, we'll have a look, see if we can get it a little bit better on the balance. Ow. It's getting hot. There you go. That's it. So the revs are just about 2,500, 3,000 RPM. That brings us up onto main jets. Go a little bit higher if we can. There we go. So, balance of the car isn't bad. Number 2, slightly low. The rest of them are all pretty good. So we'll just tweak these ones, see where we can get with them. There we go. So that's 1 and 2 balanced. 3 and 4 are pretty balanced. So now we've got to get those two to balance for these two. That's the difficult bit. We've got to find the balance screw. So, just looking for the balance screw in here. Of course, everything's getting really, really hot. Because we've got the engine running. I'm just trying to find where the balance screw is between these two carburetors and these two carburetors. Well, they're balanced. They need a little tickle. There you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? What the f was that? Let that go. Oh, hose is split. Radiator hose is split. Oh dear. Okay. Didn't think it was getting that hot. Damn it. Alright, a bit of an issue, but we'll get it sorted. Right. Okay. So we were just getting this bike done, and we've had a coolant hose split on us, which is rather unfortunate. I'm just looking to see where it's split. Yeah, you see it squirting? Is it actually this one, or is it the one behind it? Oh, it's the one behind it split. It's this little fella here that's gone. Oh bugger. The bike's running bang on. We've balanced the carbs up, but unfortunately one of the radiator hoses is split. I'm just going to go and have a quick chat with the customer, see what he wants to do about that. Obviously going to need to have it sorted. But I'm wondering if I can cut the radiator hose down and get him out of the pickle there. Let's go and have a chat with him. Right, so just had a chat with the customer. He said, yeah, if we can see if we can just shorten the hose and get rid of the split in it. So what I'll do is I'll get all my test equipment off, because we're finished with that now. The bike's running lovely. So we'll get rid of all that, and then we'll try and get this hose sorted out. Right, so we're going to need to replace all of these tubes because they're all knackered, and we need a replacement end for that as well, which luckily I do have in here. And I ordered some replacements for the replacements last night. There we go, that's that one on there. Right, so we need a couple of bits of hose for that. That one's replaced. Leave that dangling for the minute. Right, so what we're going to have to do is drain the cooling system. Get that hose off and see if we can reduce it in length. Oh my god. That clamp has just split in half. Literally just... You still see there's part there, and the rest of it's there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. This is getting worse by the minute. This isn't right. It should have come out by now. Go. Hot, 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 hot. Ow, this is the hot side. Oh, Jesus Christ. And there's the split. You see where the lining of the hose has blown out. That's our leak. It's just blown through just there. So we'll get that hose off completely and we'll see. I don't know, I don't think there's going to be enough wiggle room in it, but we'll see if we can reduce the length of the hose. There we go, that's the hose off. So as you can see, it's quite a way up the split. What we're going to do is we're going to see, just temporarily to get the customer back on the road, we're going to cut it there, remove that section of hose and see if we've got enough to stretch it still. I'm not overly sure it's going to do it. My God, that's really thin in the middle there as well. Yeah, if you look inside, can you see that little bit of white that's poking out through there? So that little bit of white that's poking out through there, you see the bit of white that's poking up? That's the reinforcement inside the tube, inside the hose. So that hose is about to go, it's about to split all the way down it. Yeah, look, yeah, you can see it all the way down there. So no, I'm gonna just say to the customer, get a different hose. Not even gonna attempt to do that. Okay. Oh, so we've been down the rabbit hole with the blown coolant hose, which is a bit of a bugger, because there it is, it's absolutely knackered. So we'll have to get another one of them, get that replaced. But in the meantime, we need to replace these hoses. So we've got some suitable length vacuum hose here. So we'll just cut some bits of hose up. And all we're doing is we're just removing one and putting the new piece on. He's nice and tight, that is. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, oh, come on, you bugger. Oh, jeez, he is. This new stuff is tight. That's how I'm bloody laced. Let's get that fuel hose out of the way a minute. Now, how hot is it in here? Yep, it's hot. 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 There he is. There we go. Just need to get that fuel hose back through. Ow, 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 ow. Right, there we go. Done. Okay, so now we can get the tank back on again. Yeah, it was tight, that's good. Right, these hoses are a pain to do. You've got to kind of do them by feel. That's that one done. And this one, where's the clip gone? Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, yeah, there it is. Done. All right. Right, so that's the fuel tank back on again. I'll get the side panels on. So there should be a little Katie bung thing up in there. There we go. Clip. Right, so unfortunately we can't show you this one running because we've blown the coolant hose, but before the coolant went, it was running absolutely bang on. We've replaced the vacuum hoses on all the carburetors because that was where I think the cause of the issue was. But we've balanced the carbs, we've replaced the vacuum hoses. Customer's got a new radiator hose on order, so he's going to replace that. I've shown him exactly how to do that, so he's going to do that. But yeah, so this one for now is done. So remember to like, comment and subscribe. We thank you very much for all the people who have subscribed so far. Much appreciated, and we'll see you again on the next video.